Red 3, blue 1, red 40. No, I'm not referring to a quarterback calling out his plays. I'm talking about chemicals in processed and ultra-processed foods, many of which have been linked to higher cancer risks, hormonal disruption, and harms to the immune and nervous system. For example, red 3 is a common artificial food dye that's in over 2,900 food products that has been shown to cause cancer in animals. Blue dye 1 is associated with developmental delays in animals, and red dye 40 is associated with attention deficit and hyperactivity in children. And it's not just food dyes, it's preservatives, emulsifiers, sweeteners, many of which are linked with adverse effects to the immune system, gut microbiome, and our nervous system. Companies add these dangerous chemicals, many of which are banned in other countries, because they're a cheap way to make their products more enticing to consumers and last longer on shelves. The question is, how is any of this legal? It's because the FDA's current system is broken. Food companies are not required to report to the FDA when they add brand new chemicals to their foods. And they don't need to submit independent scientific evidence to the FDA proving those chemicals are safe. Further, when evidence is presented that these chemicals are causing harm, the FDA is way too slow at removing these ingredients from our food system. For example, red dye 3 was banned in cosmetics in 1990, and the state of California banned it from their foods in 2023. Yet the FDA still allows it in our food. We need new leadership at the FDA that is going to make nutrition and public health a priority and get these toxic chemicals out of our foods. And we need to make sure that new ingredients are really safe before being used in our foods. The FDA needs to start using their existing legal authority to require safety assessments on new food ingredients before those ingredients, these chemicals, are allowed in our food. I've introduced legislation to try to keep harmful chemicals out of our food. Most recently, one that would ban pesticide residues, heavy metals, and harmful plastic packaging in school meals. But legislation doesn't get passed in Washington unless people push for it, demand it. There's an old saying, change doesn't come from Washington, it comes to Washington. We need more voices calling for change. In the coming months, please join me in this fight to keep harmful chemicals out of our food. We can win this fight. Please share this video. Let's continue to raise awareness.